campaign to do four things. Increase climate literacy, turn up the volume on communities of color in the climate conversation, connect everyday people with the resources they need to survive and thrive, and highlight frontline climate justice crusaders of color throughout this year. KBLA Talk 1580 will be bringing you insightful interviews on all of our shows to help raise your climate IQ. Each quarter this year, we will also be hosting free climate events in various communities throughout the city with food, fun, and forward-thinking conversations. Thanks to partners like LADWP, Metro, Caltrans, the Sierra Club, the California Community Foundation, the California Endowment, AQMD, MWD, and more. You'll also be hearing more about a couple of national town halls broadcasting live from Los Angeles, to which you will be invited. And we'll be rolling out a robust social media campaign on all our platforms, as well as an outdoor media campaign, all designed to educate, enlighten, and empower you in our fight for climate justice.
We want cleaner air.
Caring about the community means caring about the climate. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that we really can change the world. If we care enough. If we care enough. If we care enough. If we care enough.
You ready?
Come on.
It's the queen of royal badness.
It's time for the Rob Report with Robin Ayers. Highlighting people and things you should know about. Robin's got you covered. Follow Robin at Robin Ayers. You're listening to the Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Robin's got a lot to talk about.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round.
Yo, what's up, beautiful black people, and welcome to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580, your daily source for entertainment and celebrity news. I am not the beautiful Robin Ayers. I am Keith Underwood, sitting in for her tonight, and you can catch me right here on KBLA every weekend on Saturdays at 9 p.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. Pacific time on my entertainment show, Black in the Green Room, where we spotlight inspiring stories from black entertainers, creatives, and showbiz professionals. Now let's get into this Raw Report. Andy, what's up, brother?
Man, another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. Can we get like a million, 2 million, a billion?
You know what? You're absolutely right. Another day, another billion.
There you go. That's what I like to hear, man. You were just listening to the melodic sounds of Beyonce's Texas Hold'em. And you know what? Despite all the haters, despite all of them haters, Beyonce, she just made history once again. According to People magazine, on Tuesday, Billboard revealed that the alien superstar musician became the first ever black female artist to top the Hot Country Songs chart thanks to her single, Yes! Texas Hold'em, which also debuted at number 2 on the 100 Hot chart. Texas Hold'em, which was officially serviced to country radio on February 13th, took the hot spot from Zach Bryan and Casey Musgraves, whose duet, I Remember Everything, has sat at number 1 for 20 weeks. The track amassed 19.2 million official streams and 4.8 million in all-format airplay audience, with 39,000 sales in the U.S. through February the 15th per Illuminati. So you can take that. I haven't had a real job since Tyler Perry's Haven't Have Nots, a.k.a. Bo Duke, on the borderline racist 70s TV show Dukes of Hazzard. I wish I was a real country music superstar like Bay, and you ought to write a song about it, John Schneider. Man, they coming for her. They coming for her. They coming for her. You know, man, Andy, I always thought of Beyonce as always having a little country in her soul anyway. I mean, not to mention the historic roots, of the music, but that yodel style that she does, that's been in almost every track that B has ever done.
I mean, she is from Texas. I mean, I mean, I don't know where I don't know where country originated from, but I mean that is the South. So I'm sure she kind of grew up listening to country music. So I'm not surprised.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And everybody stay tuned, and we're going to bring in our special guest for the evening that's going to contribute and help me out this evening, Lisa Bennett. She is an entertainment and celebrity publicist. So when we come back to the Raw Report right here on KBLA Talk 1580.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Denzel Whitaker, and I'm on the Raw Report.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we do Black history every single day. In fact, as the only Black talk radio station west of the Mississippi, we are Black history. Our annual Black History Month luncheon is fast approaching, and we want to be sure to give you ample time to get your company, organization, church, or group to join us at this year's celebration on the last day of the month, Thursday, February 29th at noon. Last year, we honored iconic local Black media personalities, including Pat Harvey, Jim Hill, Mark Brown, Beverly White, Sandy Banks, and Pat Prescott, and raised $20,000 in scholarships. This year, we're honoring Black Hollywood creatives who have used their artistic genius as climate justice champions. At this year's luncheon, we will be showcasing and sharing their inspiring work on our big screen. Plus, a scrumptious meal, live music, great company, and lots of fun with your favorite KBLA Talk 1580 hosts. So contact us today at info@smileyaudio.media.com or call 323-290-4690. That's info@smileyaudio.media.com or call 323-290-4690. We hope to see you Thursday, February 29th as we close out Black History Month. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your Black. JP Morgan Chase is building on the investments in California to help close the racial wealth gap and build a more equitable future. Visit jpmorganchase.com/racial equity and get the tools to help reach your financial goals.
She's so smooth, I'm interrupting my own shower to remind you to treat your skin like the queen she is with Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash, packed with Olay's highest level of vitamin B3 complex. It's so moisturizing that it will give you visibly smoother, head-turning skin in just 14 days. People wondering, how'd she get so smooth? Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash. Also, try Olay Hyaluronic Body Lotion.
Linking social justice and climate justice all year long. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Taco Bell just dropped the new Cravings Value Menu. Now you can get 10 items for $3 or less, which means you can get the food you want for the price you want. It's almost like you can have your cake and eat it too. But in this case, it's a double-stacked taco from the new Cravings Value Menu. So basically, you can have your double-stacked taco and eat it too, which is a lot crunchier than cake. The new Cravings Value Menu is here. Get it at Taco Bell today. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations while supplies last. Contact store for price and participation which vary. Tax extra.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news. You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, and welcome back to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. I am Keith Underwood, sitting in for the lovely Robin Ayers. And if you want to join the chat, you can call in at 800-920-1580. That's 800-920-1580. Or you can also visit us on YouTube Live right here, right now at KBLA 1580. Let's give some shout outs here. Penny, what's up? How you doing? Also, Deborah's in the house, Houston, Texas. What's up? What's up? What's up? And Terry Tari? What's up, Terry Tari? How you doing? Everybody, thank you for joining me here on the Raw Report. And I think we got a special guest contributor waiting for us right now, right, Andy? All right. Well, Lisa.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on? This is Lisa Bennett, extraordinaire celebrity and entertainment publicist. What's going on, girl?
Everything is fine.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Tell me a little bit about what you do, Lisa Bennett.
Well, I'm a celebrity publicist. I've been working in Los Angeles since 2001, which is a long, long, long time. And I've been working with household names, comedians, celebrities, reality stars. I've worked with a bunch of talent in those 20-plus years as a small businesswoman, and I'm just excited to be still in the game.
All right, all right. Come on, boss lady. Come on,
Yes.
boss lady. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Yes, and so you're the perfect person to talk to tonight for some of the subjects that we have at hand. Well, first,
Absolutely.
all right,
For sure.
let's get into it. First up, the former Wendy Williams show star's family opens to people about her current condition in this week's cover story ahead of a new Lifetime documentary. Wendy Williams is getting the help she needs, according to her family. In this week's issue of People, the former talk show host's loved ones open up for the first time about her recent health struggles ahead of Lifetime's shocking new documentary, Where is Wendy Williams? Filmed between 2022 and 2023, the documentary, premiering February 24th, covers a particularly difficult period of Williams, whose eponymous show ended in 2022 on the heels of the star's erratic onset behavior and news that she was struggling with health issues. First off, prayers and shout out to Wendy Williams. We want to make sure that we show her some, love first and foremost, and then also to her family, her friends, and just all of her loved ones. Melissa, let's talk a little bit about this. Do you think that it was a good idea for Wendy, her family, friends, and business associates to do this documentary?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that my heart goes out, like you said, to her family, friends, and everything. This really breaks my heart because if you're a person of a certain age, especially if you've been in media, journalism, and everything, you have been growing up with Wendy Williams your entire life because she's been this bigger than life. She started in radio as a shock jock, and then, she moved and transitioned into television. And so the way that she is just kind of going down is just so sad to watch. But, I don't know. I think they're probably trying to take a page from Britney Spears, kind of going behind the scenes and giving people just a real look at what has happened to Wendy Williams. Because, 1 minute she was on top and then the next minute, well, I won't say the next minute. I mean, when your man runs off with another woman and have a baby, that can bring any woman down, okay?
That's right, that part right there. Right, exactly,
right.
exactly. Yes. In
So,
addition to her health struggles.
Well, I think that kind of pushed it over the ledge, because, Wendy, it was the queen of hot topics, and I'm talking about Wendy started this when she was on the radio show. She pulled no punches. I mean, Whitney Houston had to call her up a couple of times and cuss her out.
Right.
She had a contentious relationship with P. Diddy.
It was a lot of folks that wanted to meet her in the back alley, right?
A lot of folks. So, and a lot of people say that she's getting her karma, too. A lot of people are saying that, that she's getting her karma and comeuppance.
Right.
But,
Lisa, hold that for a second. Do you think that's, that's fair? Because I hear people say that all the time about, folks, that work in the media. We're seeing that happen with Shannon Sharp right now. Isn't she just doing her job, or do you think that she took it a little too far sometimes?
I mean, I think Wendy established a brand of being outlandish and a shock job. She was like the female Howard Stern of her time. I mean, that was her brand. I mean, I have been to the Wendy Williams show. I've been to her show. I had clients on her show when she did radio. And I was like, I was just like holding my breath because I was just like, oh, my God. What might come out of her mouth?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, that was just her brand. And I think when she transition into television, I mean, we definitely got a, quote, softer side, end quote, of Wendy.
We still got a how you doing every now and then.
There are some, I mean, she created the whole Hot Topics, until Hot Topics became her,
Right.
So, I mean, so in Wendy's case, it's a little bit different because the very thing, when we talk about should she have privacy, should she this, da-da-da, well, she was no holds bar when it came to no privacy. She let it all hang out. And now the tables has turned, and that's what breaks my heart. The tables has turned. She's getting what she has given. She has dished out, and it breaks my heart because, you want to root for everybody. Nobody wants to see anybody going down like that. But I knew that things had taken a turn when I saw her fainting on national television.
Yeah, when she was wearing the Statue of Liberty costume.
All green, Statue of Liberty. And I knew at that point, I said, something is going on. I knew that was the change of things, and I know the producers over at the Wendy Williams show. I've worked with them, and they're lovely people to work with. It was lovely meeting, Wendy on a couple of occasions that I met her. So I hate to see this for any media person, especially somebody that has just been a part of my career journey, I mean, I remember that first trip to New York and going to her radio show and just holding my breath. 15 years ago, just holding my breath oh, my God, I hope she doesn't say something crazy to my client.
Right. How would you prepare them, to go on to the Wendy Williams show, Will?
You can't. All you can, this is how you prepare your client. Are you sure you want to go on the Wendy Williams show?
Yeah.
That's how you prepare. I mean, this is the radio show. The television show was different because, like I said, we got a, quote, softer side, end quote, of Wendy. But when she was in radio, it was, do you really want to go on Wendy Williams' show?
Right.
Because anything can come out. Are you prepared for that? And, okay, great. Going on her television show, it was thrilling and it was fun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so let's get back to it. Do you think that it's a good idea? And they did this voluntarily. I don't know if it was for cash or if it was just to set the record straight. Do you think that it was a good idea for them to do this documentary?
They were talking about this on YouTube because, that's where I get all my gossip and tea is on YouTube. And they were talking about, why did the family do this? Was it for money? Why do they need the money? Blah, blah, blah. But I think it was just a way, like I said, taking a page out of Britney Spears for people to just kind of tear off the blinds and go behind the scenes and see what she's dealing with and maybe try to rally support for her or, I don't know. Because I can't imagine why would they do it for money. I mean, she was on air from 2008 to 2022. I mean, it wasn't like she was making $2 a year. I mean, they've locked up her money where she can't spend it. Yeah. So it's like, she can't be broke,
Right. I mean, there are probably a lot of inner workings that we don't even know about with the situation, with the ongoing, battles with her husband, Kelvin.
Right.
Yes, I said Kelvin. The ongoing battles with him and what's the old girl's name, the one that he left Wendy for?
Oh, Sharita?
Yes, Sharita. Sharita.
And I mean, she's left him. Once that, well dried up, she was out of here. Deuces.
They
thought
they were going to use Wendy for a cash cow. Wendy was like, nope.
Well, they did use her for a cash cow.
Yeah,
but she was very smart in her, her contract. As long as she, she could provide for him. unless she was not working. And when she stopped working, she no longer had to write him a check.
Right, right, right. I personally think that the family just wanted, especially her son, who, wow, I mean, you want to talk about somebody that's become a public figure, an opportunity for him as well as other family members to advocate, for Wendy and let people know what's going on behind the scenes.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
I think that's what I think. And what I've been reading too is, like, she has had back-to-back, like, family issues that really would take any person down. I mean, first her husband leaves her. Then, her mother dies. Her son goes off to college. So it's like back-to-back of, just significant people leaving your life, your husband, your son's off to college, and then your mother, all in a span of a couple of years. That's a lot for anybody.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's a lot.
Yeah, let me check
she
in
was
on
married to that guy for a long time.
Yeah, let me check in on the chat, the Raw Squad. First up, Keith Burks. He said this docu is supposed to shine a light on her situation and what she's doing to overcome this, but Lifetime is making it as if this is a camera in her face while she's spun out. So I hope not. Then he also says at the end of the doc, she's doing better. And then Lavelle said, it's sad to see Wendy go out like that, hate her or love her. She's a media icon. That's right. That's right.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, and then she shouted out Deborah and Penny. And then Lavelle also said, and she used him until she couldn't. Okay. Oh, Sharita. Okay, got it. Her son is probably left picking up the pieces. He's the real victim. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
Right.
Will, do you think, we talked about Wendy, but what about public figures in general? Is the public entitled to know intimate details about the lives of public figures?
See, this is the thing. You can't have it both ways. If you're a person that's always on the gram, always on Instagram Live, always, blah, 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 talking about your personal life, talking about your life, showing the public whatever you're doing, then you can't take it back. You can't unring a bell. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But if you start off, it's like Beyonce. You start off, you're a private person. You don't talk about your private life. She has let it be known that there are barriers to what you can and can't access to her.
Right.
Like, you can access all the silver you want.
But them kids. Beyonce said, leave my babies alone. Or it's going to be Texas Hold'em for real.
You can buy all the silver outfits you want. You can buy all the tickets you want. But you're not going to talk about her relationship. You're not going to talk about her kids. You're not even going to see a picture of her kids, because somebody had to remind me she got 3 kids. I'm like, she does.
Right. Yeah, she's got Blue and the twins. That's all I know.
Yeah,
Blue and the twins.
I'm like, oh, God, yeah, because we never see them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like how people say, you teach people how to treat you.
Right.
So if you teach the public, I'm a private person, then people will respect your privacy. But if you teach people that you an open book, you can't suddenly just close that book, because then there's like a backlash.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of backlash, Will, do you think that if you do choose to keep your private life private, does that limit opportunities that you might have on entertainment, especially like you were saying, we're in the social media era?
I think it's all manageable. I think it's all manageable. I really do.
Explain that.
Beyonce is a perfect example. She opens up when she wants to open up.
Mm-hmm.
Like having Blue go on tour with her.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That was a big one. Having Blue go on tour, she opened up her daughter to the world, to her dancing, to her outfits, to her performance, to her. She introduced Blue Ivy when she wanted to the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's a perfect example. Now, can she put Blue Ivy back in a can and say, okay, she got a private life, she might be going to the prom or something? No.
That's not going to happen. And when
no,
we come
that's not gonna happen.
forward...
Blue is now out there. She had her coming out party on the Renaissance tour.
Yeah, she surely did. For you, Elisa, how would you, as a publicist, as a celebrity publicist, how would you dial back some of this wide exposure into Wendy's life?
would dial it back. Well, I would just tell family members to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there, because you're either going to be public or you're going to be private.
Yeah.
So if they're deciding this is a PR campaign and we're going to launch a PR campaign with this documentary, and then afterwards we're going to talk to the media, that's one strategy.
Yeah.
But just leaking out these bits and pieces and, this on Instagram and saying that on Instagram and, no.
Yeah. Right.
No.
Will,
yeah.
I think that's a hard one, though. I just remember from, my time as a publicist, I had this one very well-known client who always traveled with an entourage. And when you have people attached to a celebrity in that way, they sometimes feel that they are the celebrity. And, of course, they have a public platform to say what they want to say about whoever they want to say it about.
Keith, let's face it. It's never really the talent. It's always the entourage. When they're traveling with an entourage, it's always the entourage that you have problems with, that you give them a side eye, and then you have to pull your client and have that talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, check your girl, check your guy.
Right.
Does he have to be in all the pictures?
Ooh, wee. or want you to take a picture. Y'all didn't hear me.
Listen, this is my favorite thing. My clients know that I'm a horrible photographer. And, like, one of my clients, Lunell, which I can say her name, anytime people ask for a picture, she'll say, anybody take it but Willise.
Right. Hold that thought, Will. And when we come forward, more with the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, BB, and you're listening to me on the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
More of the Raw Report with Robin Ayers when we come forward.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Donald Trump is revealing a list of potential running mates. During a Fox News town hall event in South Carolina, Trump confirmed he's considering South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, who is black, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to be his vice president. Other potential picks include entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, Florida Rep Byron Donalds, and former Hawaii Rep Tulsi Gabbard. Trump said they're all solid choices, but didn't say when he plans to announce his pick. President Biden is back in the Bay Area banking contributions for his re-election campaign. Air Force One touched down at San Francisco International with former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Black Mayor London Breed on hand to welcome the commander-in-chief to the city by the Bay. The White House is being tight-lipped about Biden's specific agenda. Reports indicate Biden will appear at 2 campaign events, including a dinner hosted by businessman Gordon Getty. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Your evening drive through West LA's 405 South after Santa Monica Boulevard is currently interrupted by an accident in the Center Divide, causing heavy traffic flow. Now, your overall drive on the 405 South from West LA to Seal Beach is running heavy over 2.5 hours. In Tustin, be advised that the transition to the 55 South remains closed for Caltrans guardrail repair work until 8 o'clock on the 5 North, causing stop traffic throughout the area. And a 25-minute traffic jam in Hollywood continues on the 101 South between Sunset Boulevard and Mission Road.
Wendy's Breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles lets you choose your perfect duo from your fave 4, like a sausage or egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in the combo. Single item at regular price.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The NFL will be facing another diversity issue heading into the 2024 season. None of the league's 32 teams will have a black offensive coordinator, a key position that often leads to head coaching jobs. The NFL will hear more about this unflattering milestone as the season approaches. The NFL is doing much better on defense. 13 teams have a black defensive coordinator. Today's Black History Month sports moment. On October 31st, 1950, the NBA had its version of Jackie Robinson. Earl Lloyd, a 6'5" forward, became the first black player to appear in an NBA game. Lloyd was signed by the Washington Capitals and played in their season opener. Lloyd had a 9-year career in the NBA with Washington, the Syracuse Nationals, and Detroit Pistons. Lloyd was inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in 2003. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Climate is king.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that caring for the community means caring about the climate. You might have heard that we announced a pretty bold 12-month, $2 million campaign to do 4 things. Increase climate literacy, turn up the volume on communities of color in the climate conversation, connect everyday people with the resources they need to survive and thrive, and highlight frontline climate justice crusaders of color throughout this year. KBLA Talk 1580 will be bringing you insightful interviews on all of our shows to help raise your climate IQ. Each quarter this year, we will also be hosting free climate events in various communities throughout the city with food, fun, and forward-thinking conversations. Thanks to partners like LADWP, Metro, Caltrans, the Sierra Club, the California Community Foundation, the California Endowment, AQMD, MWD, and more. You'll also be hearing more about a couple of national town halls broadcasting live from Los Angeles, to which you will be invited. And we'll be rolling out a robust social media campaign on all our platforms, as well as an outdoor media campaign, all designed to educate, enlighten, and empower you in our fight for climate justice.
We want cleaner air.
Caring about the community means caring about the climate. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that we really can change the world if we care enough.
City of Los Angeles tenants, get informed today about your eviction rights. Take immediate action if you receive an eviction notice from the court. You have 5 days to respond to an eviction notice or unlawful detainer. Don't self-evict. And you can't be evicted for non-payment of rent unless you owe more than the fair market rent for a unit your size. Learn more eviction information such as at-fault and no-fault evictions at housing.lacity.org. Be informed, be protected, be at home.
Hey, I have a secret. I use Secret Whole Body Deodorant because more than just my armpits stink.
Oh, can I use it where my bra rubs under my...
Oh, yeah.
And what about down there? You know, my...
Totally. 4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend it. So I tried it, and now I get 72 hours of freshness from my pits to my...
Ooh, I love that it's a spray.
Me too. And it comes in sticks and creams, too. Go get your Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
If you're looking for the most epic place on Earth, let's start at the base of a massive waterfall. Then trek through the thick jungle. Then climb to the peak of a snowy mountaintop. Then once you get there, keep going. Because with intelligent 4x4 and 7 drive modes and a Nissan Pathfinder, the search is the real adventure.
Available feature. Intelligent 4x4 cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Keeping you informed about what's really going on. Who's got next? And what not to miss in entertainment. You're listening to The Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey.
St. Texas.
Yes. Come on now. Number 1 country charts. You know, we got to keep on shouting it out. Touch some nerves. Welcome back to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. I am Keith Underwood, sitting in for the lovely Robin Ayers. Let's check in with the Raw squad on the chat. Let's see here. Happy Wednesday, everyone, said Pretty Brown Mimi. Keith, you called Kelvin the shade of it all. LOL. How you doing, Mimi? And then let's see here. Keith Burks, he said, Kevin, her son is making a name for himself by being a promoter. He's trying, and that's all you can ask from for an only child. And I agree with that 100% there, Keith. Let's get back into these topics that we're going over. Well, Lisa.
Yes.
How you doing, girl?
I'm still here.
You still?
I'm
well,
here
I'm
having
glad.
a good time.
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm listening to Beyonce's new song. People been going back and forth talking about whether it's country or not. Like, black people have been a part of country music since the blues, country music came out of the blues.
That's right. That's right. And the banjo, which we invented, that's based on an African instrument that I can't think of the name of right now, but y'all look it up and let me know in the chat.
See?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And how many times has Beyonce been pictured with a cowboy hat? Like, come on, people.
Like Andy said earlier, she is from Texas and she's representing, most definitely.
Exactly.
And the thing about it, how come we don't get the same, when white artists, when they cross over into R&B or rap, we don't get the same kind of controversy? Yes, I said it, Andy. I called it out. So
Absolutely.
we don't get.
Absolutely. That's crazy. But I think Beyonce is now just truly on the mission where she's putting up a middle finger to the Grammys, and she's going to say, watch me. Like, okay, you think I'm in R&B? Okay, check. You think I just do pop? Check. Now I'm getting ready to play with the white people.
That's right.
Check. Country.
That's right.
Check. Check.
And Will, it's funny that you say that, because I think a lot of creatives are starting to concentrate more on their art and their money. They're saying these award shows, they're to the curb with them. And speaking of which, in Ebony magazine, in an op-ed by Deja Atwater, and the winner is echoes from the stage seconds prior to the awardee and chosen representation for the category being announced. For fans of music, TV, and film, this is a moment for their favorite performer to receive deserved recognition. But for most, this isn't and may never be a moment of celebration. According to the Los Angeles Times, in an article published back in March 2023, from 1929 to 2023, Black nominees represented 1.9% of all nominees and 2% of all winners across 253 nominations and 57 winners at the Oscars. While the microscopic percentage is a win for all of us in our pursuit of excellence, it magnifies the discrepancies of inequalities within our community. Well, first off, y'all need to be supporting our awards too. And I'm going to say that straight out.
Right.
For us, by us. And I'm going to say this too. I love my white brothers and sisters, especially those that are allies and those that are willing to rally and support us as well. But for us, by us, be celebrated by your own, and let that be enough within you to get that satisfaction and gratification that you need. And then, like I said before, at the end of the day, it's about your creativity and that paper.
Absolutely. I think Beyonce had just the best face at the Grammys, because she acted like she didn't want to be bothered with. She put on that hat. I ain't dancing with Fantasia. I'm here to watch Jay-Z get this award and go home. I think Black creators are where Beyonce is. She just didn't hide it this time. She was just like, I'm not giving any performance. They try to do a little, have a camera do a little dance with her Fantasia. She's like, I'm not giving y'all any moments. I'm going to hide under this hat. Hurry up, Jay-Z, so we can watch something on Netflix.
Right.
Because once he got that award, they were gone. And I think a lot of Black creators are starting to really feel this way, that they're not getting their due. I mean, Angela, how long have we been rooting for Angela, and from Tina Turner, Black Panther.
Right, just throughout her career.
Yeah, throughout her career, just nothing but excellence. And, she loses, the Oscar, and then finally, they just, awarded her one, which, thank you. I mean, she deserves it.
Absolutely. That's 100% correct, Will, and I definitely agree with you. Do you even think that mainstream award shows were ever even meant for us?
Well, I mean, and I want to say Angela Bassett. That's who I'm speaking with. I mean, no, they were never meant for us. I mean, Hattie McDaniel was in the back of the room when she
and had her walk through the back door.
Her award. She was like maybe one of probably the only African American that was in that award show. So they have never included us. You remember, we came from the boat.
Mm-hmm. Right,
You
right,
know?
right.
You
And
know, listen.
the only stage that they wanted us to stand on was the auction block. I said it.
Exactly.
Yes. Go ahead.
Exactly. And listen, all our lives we've had to fight. So, and I'm just listening to King, which is a very definitive biography on Martin Luther King, and one of the things that comes out that I get from that is we like people like Andrew Young and Ralph Abernathy. I mean, Martin Luther King. I mean, these men were fighting. You know, like fighting. Like people were throwing things at them, beating them. They were being put in jail. Like we got to fight for everything we want. And there's two ways to do it. You know, because my thought is, wouldn't it be nice if all black people just one year said, we're not going to any white shows. We're not going to perform at any award shows. We're not going to do anything. Just so they could just see how us not being there would make such a difference.
Right. Do you think, would you personally advise a client to boycott, an award show?
If it was an industry boycott where Black Hollywood decided to come together and say, this year we're out, to take a stand, tell my clients, absolutely you need to be a part of this because it's a part of a movement, But would I just tell one client, you should boycott? And it depends on the situation, it depends on who you are. You know what I'm saying? But as a movement, if all black people just decided this year
we're not going to
take it in, we're not going to show up. Because they always use us to promote.
Yes.
We singing and dancing on stage. I was just looking at an interview. Shucking and jiving. I was just looking at an interview with Usher. He was talking about how many times he's performed on the Grammys but never got a chance to walk to the podium and say thank you.
That part.
And
right
I'm
there.
like, what? You know?
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing. Or, I mean, it's truly amazing. You think about people who should have gotten awards, who should have been recognized, and how they haven't. Kanye West has been very, very, open about how he feels about the Grammy. And so when you kind of go back and look at him, he running on the stage with Taylor Swift, it's like, it's nice you got this award, but Beyonce had the best video of the year. Now it's kind of like, 10 years later, she got 4 albums of the year, and Beyonce doesn't have any. Now you kind of like, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah, it does make you wonder.
It makes you wonder.
How important is black folks, how important is our consumption of content that's created by black artists? How much do you think that has in play?
Let me tell you. And I tell clients this, when I'm starting a campaign, I'm very, very big on black media. And making yourself available and known to black media, because black media is going to hold you down.
That's right.
During the high points and during the slow points.
That's
black
right.
media is going to hold you down. White media and general media will discover you, and often they discover you through black media if there's another rumblings, going on. But it's just very important that black people, we continue to watch and to support black creatives. We all love Issa Rae.
That's right.
I was watching that show, Rap Shit, and, when it came to the end, I was just like, oh, it's at the end, because I consume things,
Right.
I binge watch a lot. And so I was looking forward to the next, season like everybody else, and then they're like, that's the end. So,
right.
And of course, if you're a person of a certain age, you grew up in the heydays of the 90s when there were black TV shows and just everything all around. So I just think, especially during Black History Month, like, you know, one of the things that I always try to do, and this is, you know, I'm really big in fashion. I don't walk out of the house unless I have something on by a Black creative, Black-owned business.
Come
or
on, Black
woman-owned
Drip.
business.
Come on, Black Drip.
Like
Yes.
that is something that I made a commitment maybe a couple of years ago after George Floyd. You know, everybody likes the Gucci and the Fendi and Balenciaga. I do.
Right.
But I also like Telfar and, you know, all these other Black designers and Brandon Blackwood and you know, just the other
so
designers. So many. It's so
Yes.
easy to find. You know, you just type it in. So one of the first things I bought was jewelry by a Black designer, because if nothing else, you know, I'm going to have jewelry on. But I don't walk out of the house unless I have something on by a Black designer,
Right,
Black creative,
right.
or whatever.
Yeah, Will, how much do you think pay equity and project budgets, marketing, PR budgets play into whether an artist wins or not? Because a lot of people do not know that, like a Hollywood star or a lot of the award shows, that's a buy-in. You have to buy in to be nominated. So how much do you think
and
pay
you have
equity?
you have to campaign.
Yes.
It's kind of like going back to school and trying to win most popular. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you talking to all your little classmates is no different in the entertainment industry. You have to campaign, shake some hands. And at the end of the day, and it's no different than when we were in kindergarten, you know, choosing who's going to be the hall monitor. People vote for people they like.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Will, you mind sticking around with me for a couple of more minutes?
Sure, I'd love to.
All right, everybody. When we come forward, more with the Raw Report right here on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Eric Bellinger hanging out right here with my family at the Raw Report. Keep it locked.
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Some people just know the best places to eat around town. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate. They know exactly where to go to get exactly what you're wanting. They know where to find the spiciest hot pot, the gooeyest brownies, and the tenderest, most flavorful portobello steak. Those people also know that safe drivers save 40% with Allstate.
Saving 40% is based on the national average premium savings for all state auto customers with a clean driving record versus those without. Savings vary by state and vary based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Or for Washington, we love Febrez's new scent. Refresh and energize.
So much we made a song about it.
I can't escape this feeling inside. Refresh and energize. It's a mood, it's a vibe. Breathing for the first time. So free, so alive. Breathe happy for breeze. Smells like paradise. Breathe happy for breeze.
Okay, 3 more climbers, 7 loggers.
Ted's sustainably sourced logging company is growing a new branch,
What about truck driver contracts?
which means a new HR manager will be the first hire to fall.
Then we'll need to staff up the warehouse.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If you say you care about the community, you have to also care about the climate. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. Sometimes we try to fit it all in. Sometimes we don't know what's in store. Sometimes we find what we're looking for. Sometimes we're rolling easy and free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 3. So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news. You're inside the Rob Report. With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Rob Report right here on KBLA Talk 1580. I am Keith Underwood, sitting in for the lovely Robin Ayers. You guys, let's see what's happening with the Raw squad over here on the chat. Let's see here. Keith Burke said, when it happened to Taylor Swift, I remember her transition. People didn't like it, but now look at her. Pretty Brown Mimi said, who knew John Schneider would come out with racist comments after collecting checks from Tyler Perry? That part. And then Keith Burke said, hey, y'all. And then Pretty Brown Eyes also said, some black people crave the white gaze instead of embracing our black award shows, BET, NAACP, awards, etc. Penny Thompson said, Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. They will get what's coming to them in due time. Black people stay on higher ground and God will keep blessing. All right, y'all. Come on, Raw Squad. All right. You know, you guys, thank you for joining us in the chat tonight, and I hope you guys come back and join me tomorrow as well. Will, where can everybody find you on social media?
Oh, my God. Lisa Bennett all across all the platforms. But you got to know how to spell my name. That's the key.
What you going to tell us? You going to tell us?
Yes, Walisa, W as in water, Y as in yellow, L as in lemon, I as in icon, S as in Sam, A as in apple, Bennett the traditional way, all platforms on Instagram. So go over, follow me, see all the fun things that I'm doing, like meeting Whoopi, being at the Sherry Shepherd show, meeting Tamron Hall. Just go over there. I need some likes. Living for likes, y'all.
Well, Lisa Bennett, thank you for joining us this evening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a blast.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. And then in Today magazine, they were talking about black sitcoms from the 90s. And it seemed to be the height of their success with cult classics like Martin, Living Single, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Moesha, and Family Matters. Black-led sitcoms of the 90s left an indelible mark on pop culture. Adrian Sebro, assistant professor of media studies at the University of Texas at Austin, tells Today, the story comes from Today, that 90s black sitcoms dramatically changed TV culture as we know it. And in an interview with Today, media mogul Tyler Perry agrees, and he credits these shows for helping to move both black culture and pop culture forward. Shout out to the black sitcoms from the 90s, all right? Okay, y'all. Y'all want to know what Uncle Keith is watching? Well, Uncle Keith's going to tell you what he's watching right now. I'm checking out the Vince Staples Show. Andy, are you watching the Vince Staples Show?
I saw an episode and a half.
And a half?
I didn't finish the second episode yet.
You weren't feeling it?
No. I liked it. I just, had to handle some business, run some errands.
Got it.
But I'm definitely gonna return and check it out for sure.
Yeah, y'all. It's a little quirky. Kind of got that Atlanta vibe, to it. But Vince is a very appealing star. Just to give you guys a breakdown, he's kind of famous and sort of rich rapper and actor Vince Staples. He navigates the challenges and surprises of everyday life in his hometown of the beach. Who's Vince Staples? Well, that's a tricky question. He's kind of famous, but he's not. He's kind of rich, but he's not. He's also kind of a criminal, but he's not. And you can follow him in his adventures on the Vince Staples Show on Netflix right now. Other stars of the show include Vanessa Bell Calloway and Andrea Ellsworth. So you guys check it out. I'm enjoying the show. And then if you want to know what I'm thinking about watching coming up, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm one of them cats that likes a good docudrama bio series. And so Shirley, which is based on the life of Shirley Chisholm. Shirley is an upcoming American biographical drama film written and directed by John Ridley. John Ridley, what's up? Doing your thing. It depicts the 1972 presidential run of Shirley Chisholm, who was already the first black woman to be elected to the United States Congress. And it stars, y'all ready? Regina King in the titular role, alongside Lance Reddick, rest in peace, Lucas Hedges, Brian Stokes Mitchell, Christina Jackson, Michael Cherie, Andre Holland, Terrence Howard. And Shirley is scheduled to be released on Netflix on March 22nd, 2024. Now, y'all, make sure y'all support this and this story, this history. If you didn't know about it, learn something about it, look up Shirley Chisholm, and then definitely check out the biopic. You guys, everyone here, it's been a pleasure, and I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow night also on the Raw Report. Shout out to Robin Ayers. Hope all is well. Everyone, please follow me on Facebook at Keith L. Underwood and also on Instagram at Keith L. Underwood. Like what Lisa said, I need those likes. I'm living for them likes. So come on back and join us tomorrow right here on the Raw Report here on KBLA Talk 1580.
16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the summer sunset on a